It's getting to a point now where, as a football fan, as a Spurs fan, I'm sick and tired of the media talking stories that don't exist into existence because it gains them clicks, it gains them viewers, it gains them listeners. I'm going to give you a couple examples, right? I've always laughed off the prospect of an agenda against Tottenham because I've always thought to myself, why? Why would there be an agenda against us? But you're seeing it this season. Let me give you an example. Arsenal win 2-1 against Fulham, and the media are absolutely loving Arsenal at the minute. Absolutely loving Arsenal. But Arsenal win 2-1 against Fulham, right? Okay. Bad performance, but they got the result. And the media goes, well done to Mikel Arteta's lads, really grinding out a result. And you're seeing it on all these back pages of these newspapers and outlets. People going, that's a proper performance. That's what title challengers do. That's what a proper team does. They grind out results when they don't play well. Then Spurs beat Nottingham Forest 2-0, not playing well. And the media go, when are Spurs going to kick on? Spurs not good enough. Spurs can't contend with the likes of Arsenal playing like this. Hang on. Arsenal played exactly the same in their game, but you're talking about all the positives. Whilst we play bad and pick up the result, you won't acknowledge the fact we've picked up all 3 points playing bad, and I only want to talk about the negatives around the club. It's the media once again trying to spin a narrative against certain clubs. We're not the only ones, right? We've had stories in the past, completely and utterly made up for clicks. Kane to Bayern Munich, ooh, because that's a big story. Right, this summer, that's a massive story. You think these newspapers are going to care if this comes from some Colombian farmer who's a tier 5 source? They're not. They're not going to care about the tier of the source. They're not going to care about the reliability. They're going to care about the title, about the excitement, about how many clicks and views that'll get. So Alistair Gold going out there and putting Kane is very, very happy at Tottenham Hotspur, along with Fabrizio Romano, isn't going to get the clicks. But some really unreliable source from somewhere completely away from England giving you this story, and you're going to put it on your back pages because it gets you clicks and views. You're going to spin a narrative against one of our players, which can affect the dressing room and the manager. And not just the players, the manager. Last season, Conte did an interview in Italy saying he wants Spurs to match his ambition. Because it was in Italian, of course the media are going to spin the narrative because they know most of their viewers, most of their listeners, most of their watchers and readers aren't going to understand Italian. A majority of them are going to be English for the likes of The Sun, The Mirror, and all of these big YouTube channels, such as the Football Terrace. They're ones I'm going to mention. So they're not going to talk about those stories, right? But Conte goes in Italian, right? In Italian, comes out and goes, I want Spurs to match my ambition. Next day on the newspapers, Conte calls out ENIC for not matching his ambition. And then a few days later we hear, it was all lost in translation by the media. Sorry. Hang on a second. Because of your stupid unreliability that you get these sources from, and you knew you could have twisted that story last season, and you did, because it would get you clicks and viewers and readers. So you completely twist a story, cause controversy around a club that was struggling at that time anyway. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And we're not the only ones who it's happened to this season with the likes of Kane and Conte. People constantly going in the media, when will Conte leave? When will Conte leave? The Juventus story as well. Absolute cobblers, but it makes it to the front pages. Liverpool. We're hearing from some complete and utter idiot who's so unreliable, probably tier 5,000, comes out and goes, Klopp is very, very unhappy. Klopp calls Darwin Núñez his greatest mistake at Liverpool. His worst signing at Liverpool. Klopp calls Darwin Núñez the worst player to ever play for Liverpool. But because it's a tier 500 source, they're going to put it on their newspapers because it's a big headline. People are going to go, I want to read that. I want to read that. It's pure and utter clickbait. Yes, every YouTuber does a bit of clickbait. And on my videos, I'll title them with what the video is going to be about, but I'll make it sound very exciting. And I'll do that on purpose, not for clickbait, but in general. Because, for example, transfer videos. I'm not going to go, Ndicka might go to Spurs. I might go, Ndicka to Tottenham on. If I've heard from a reliable source that could be a deal that is going on. I'm not going to post a video, along with most YouTubers, from some tier 500 source that says that Harry Kane wants to play for Inter Milan, I'm not going to do a video on that. And most people won't do a video or a story on that because it's unreliable. Yet these big news outlets who need the views, let's be honest, are going to put these stories out there. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Liverpool as well. Don't want to acknowledge Fabrizio Romano going Klopp is very, very happy with the signing of Nunez and is hoping it's going to work out, and Klopp believes Liverpool can do this. No. We're going to put the one about Nunez being an absolute flop and all of these stories that are going to gain us views. It's disgraceful. It is absolutely disgraceful. And the media can spin narratives that they want to that affect clubs and people's opinions. And look, I'll admit Arsenal are playing well this season, but there seems to be a complete and utter bias against us and for Arsenal this season, where everyone who isn't a Spurs fan is absolutely sucking off Arsenal and Mikel Arteta, they're going to win the league because they've won 5 winnable fixtures and lost to Man United. But Spurs go unbeaten and everyone goes, oh, Spurs are playing terrible. We win 6-2 and you're hearing from Football 365, worst 6-2 performance ever. It's bollocks. It's absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish. But look, I voiced my opinion. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on this. Love to get a bit of conversation. Bloody hell. Try not to drop the phone. Love to get a bit of conversation on this channel. So please comment your thoughts and opinions on this video in the comment section down below. Take care of yourselves, as I say. Hope you'll have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching. Come on, you Spurs. In Conte we trust. And as always, rest in peace, Her Majesty. Rest in peace, Her Majesty. Rest in peace, Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II. Very sad news, and I thought it was a beautiful funeral service yesterday. But look, thank you for watching this video. All the best. God bless. Come on, you Spurs. Sorry, I'm not making a joke about the Queen. I just completely balls that one up and mispronounced. Managing too much football. I'll tell you this story. I was watching the funeral yesterday, and my dad was watching it, and I came down. Oh my life! It's too much football, and they were It was a lovely image. It was a fantastic image of them all walking towards, as I say, or marching towards the church yesterday. I come down with a football mind and completely unintentionally go, oh, are they doing the march to the stadium? Far too much football. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. All the best. God bless. And as always, come on, you Spurs. In Conte, we trust. Come on.